Are you having trouble sticking to your diet or a healthy diet because you don't have time to prepare or the people around you are not eating healthy? I feel you, and I have been there. Welcome to the Absolute Approach to Health episode. In this episode, I will share how to make eating healthy unbelievably easy without removing any food group. Are you ready? Namaste. This is Clara, yoga and meditation teacher, entrepreneur, author, and global speaker. Welcome to the Absolute Approach podcast by Clara Day H. Let this podcast serve as your mighty and soul driven map in this life. Just because the perfect life that you dream of is not happening this second, it does not mean that it's never going to happen. Driven by power and purpose, you can paint your perfect life with the Absolute Approach. Each week, I will be sharing with you my insights on the most important pillars of our lives: our mind, body, spirit, wealth, and relationships. Expect compelling and sometimes unorthodox views on wellness, entrepreneurship, success, manifestation, and love. If you are on a quest of taking a quantum leap to live the life that you have always visualized, this podcast is for you. Now, in Ayurvedic medicine, the science of life, which I have talked about in my previous episodes, our relationship with food is essential in determining our general well being. Now, in simpler terms, a happy belly equals a happier you. More so, a good digestive health from right food choices equals to a healthier you. Now, I will be sharing with you practices and principles that aim to develop focused awareness on the role of our food in our body so we can have a good relationship with food. Number one, know yourself and eat accordingly. Now, trends can be dangerously misleading, and this truth doesn't apply only to fashion and beauty trends. Eating a particular food or food combination just because we see everyone everywhere eat it could do more harm than good. Now, every human is built differently. Ayurvedic principles, normal science, and everyday experiences corroborate this fact. Considering this, we must treat our body as an individual entity unique in its way. Now, before making a meal plan or routine, get to know the uniqueness of your body and gut to effectively decide what will enable you to function optimally and receive the best rewards. Okay, we all enjoy eating many varieties of food and beverages, different cuisines, up and coming restaurants, and new food trends. But do you ever stop to ask yourself if what's good for other people would also be good for you, for your taste and your body? Will our bodies react to those foods as favorably as everyone else's? Now, our bodies are very intelligent. It knows what's good for you and what is not. Do you agree? So, for example, you had dry aged steak for dinner. Observe how your body reacts hours later or even the next day. Do you feel sluggish, bloated, or constipated? Then that is an indication that you may have to lessen or avoid heavy meat consumption. Now, the key here is to observe because we all have unique reactions to food. Now, remember these goals when consuming food: to boost your energy, heal your body, and enhance your mental prowess. We eat to feel alive, not to get into a food coma and be sluggish. So, number two, pay attention to the different seasons. Now, change is the only constant in life, do you agree? But with every change comes adaptation. The rhythmic cycle of the seasons and the changes they bring affect us. And we rarely notice this. Seasonal fluctuations go beyond weather changes and affect our minds and appetites. For this season, for example, you must take decisive lifestyle choices, especially around how when, and what you consume seasonally. Now, for example, during cold seasons, you might crave more unhealthy comfort foods. Cooler temperatures, fewer hours of daylight, and more time indoors can significantly affect our diets. What, when, and how. In times such as this, you will need to cultivate more self discipline, not to give in to all your cravings all the time. Also, cooking with warming spices and drinking more water are encouraged during this season. Now, in addition, the microbacterial presence in the soil changes with the seasons. These microbes help your microbiome adjust to the seasonal changes. By eating seasonal, local produce, you will get the bacteria your mind and body need. Now, in the modern world, we have lost the value of seasonality. We eat anything, whenever and wherever, ignorant of how specific foods at particular times can be so self optimizing, and certain others, on the other hand, destructive. It wasn't always like this. Back then, people ate what the season gave. It was mostly because they could not source foods from other areas that had gone out of season at home. Now we have the technology to chart oceans and seas to source vast amounts and varieties of food from practically any part of the world. In this age of access and technology, we do not face issues of availability, yes? We have found ways to get what we want from other places. We can now engineer food which should be natural. We will not delve into that because food engineering is not the essence of this episode yet, okay? I'm trying to point out the benefits of being one with nature, primarily through what we eat. Eating seasonal foods and local produce is the healthiest thing we can do nutrition wise. Seasonal foods are usually harvested at their peak and contain and keep an abundance of nutrients, vitamins, and flavors. Now, eating with cycles and seasons connect us deeply with Mother Earth and enforces our respect for everything that we eat. Getting in touch with Mother Earth helps us connect with ourselves and our natural rhythms. Number three, eat more fresh food. Okay, so we always hear this, but maintaining a diet fresh and locally sourced foods can be challenging, but such kinds are indispensable for digestive health. Filling your body all the time with processed or stale foods might be the easier option, but in the long run, such practices could be very harmful. Some people even feel the effects in their bodies immediately after consuming processed foods. Now, think back to those times you ate more fruits, vegetables, and healthy foods, and you can testify that you felt much better and lighter than when you indulged in the opposite. Understand that fresh foods have been minimally handled and processed, especially real foods, which give maximal nutritional benefits. Now, the goal here is to eat foods closer to their natural states so that you remain connected with nature and its benefits. Next, be mindful of your nutrition process. Now, preparing and consuming food for most people has become a soulless and mere reflex action they engage in without thought. It makes them less concerned about what goes into their bodies and their food's treatment before appearing on their plates. To produce optimal results and give your gut the care it needs, you must be deliberate about your nutrition, from preparation to consumption. Now, Ayurveda advises against treating the process of nutrition with a dismissive attitude. Habits such as eating while watching TV or playing games are examples of such. In life, we have responsibilities and tasks that make us feel a gamut of emotions, sometimes happy, uplifted, and fulfilled. frustrated, exhausted, and even angry at other times. Now, all these activities and emotions have impactful consequences on our bodies and even our minds. And so, Ayurveda and yoga come in to relax the mind and body. This integrated practice aids us to become improved versions of ourselves by integrating habits such as proper nutrition, self care, and hygiene regimens, healthful physical activities, and more. Ayurveda's seemingly boundless wisdom through teachings and techniques allow us to reach the pinnacle of our health and well-being. And my hope for you, my friend, is for you to live longer with energy, beauty, and wisdom so you can bless more lives. And if you enjoyed this episode on health and you want to hear more episodes on nutrition and wellness and health, do send us a message through my socials at ClarityH. Make sure to follow me. It's on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and my YouTube is Clara de Herrera. If you are listening to this before April 2022, my book how to Never Diet Forever, the 9 Powerful Secrets to Live a Life of Beauty, Longevity, and Fulfillment Without Counting Calories Ever will be released a few weeks from now. We will be announcing how you can pre-order via my socials. Again, that's at ClaraDayH, so you can grab the signed limited first edition. Make sure you are following me in my socials. Stay tuned and stay amazing. Welcome to today's guided visualization for your life mastery, so you can create anything you want in life. Find a comfortable and quiet place. Place your hands on your knees, palms open in receiving mode, to receive all the good energy from the universe. Now gently close your eyes and we shall begin. Inhale slowly through your nose and exhale slowly through your nose. Slow inhale and slow exhale. Slow inhale and slow exhale. Keep breathing mindfully. Now with your eyes closed, bring your attention to the space in between your eyebrows. That space slightly above at the bridge of your nose. This is where your pineal gland is located. When the pineal gland is activated, you trust in your own intuition and you will be comfortable knowing that you're living your purpose. You then notice a profound difference in your view of the world around you and on your ability to be mindful. Now as you breathe in, I want you to visualize a beaming ray of light entering the top of your head, down to your scalp, your face, your shoulders. Imagine it entering your heart and glowing and expanding as you breathe. Now imagine this light going to your upper body, your core and base of your spine. With one breath, visualize this light expanding further as it becomes your channel to the higher power, to the farthest galaxy. Now you are connected to the higher power, to the universe. I want you to think about your prayers and the deepest desires of your heart. Think about what you really want most in your vision now. Know that you are connected to the source of all possibilities. As you are connected to the divine power, the divine can see and hear clearly what your heart wants, what your soul longs for. Is it a loving and lasting relationship? Is it wealth that you can share to your loved ones, and wealth that you can use to make a difference in the lives of others? So allow the vision of what you deeply desire to continue playing in your mind as if it is happening in your reality. Who are the people with you? Where are you right now? What is your greatest dream? Continue to play this visual in your mind with complete faith and certainty that this is happening right now. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What can you smell? What can you hear? What can you touch? How would you move? How will you dress like? Speak like? What's your facial expression? Feel the gratitude and pure sense of joy as you celebrate this beautiful moment. Be all there right now with your heart's desires. And just enjoy this moment. Now slowly take a deep breath in and slowly out. Again, slow inhale and slow exhale. As you breathe now, I'd like you to bring this visual to a close. Place your hands over your heart and feel the gratitude in every part of you, knowing with absolute certainty that what you desire is making its way to you and that luck is on your side. Slow inhale and slow exhale. And slowly take your palms to a prayer position and trust that the universe has your back. Everything that you want is in existence and that you are blessed beyond measure. Now gently open your eyes. See the world in a new light. Namaste. And thank you for joining me in this week's episode of the Absolute Approach podcast by Clara Day H. Download this episode or share it with the people you care for. Let's connect through my socials at Clara Day H. You can send in your questions or share what you think of this week's episode. See you next Tuesday, and until then, believe in your power and embrace your purpose. Stay amazing, my friend. Namaste.